everybody, welcome to another week with Rise and Shine Yoga. My name is Jen and I'm going to be leading you through a gentle practice. Perfect for the beginning of the day, perfect for the end of the day, perfect for really hot days, and perfect for really cold days. So find a spot on your mat, whether it's seated, standing, or lying down, whatever's comfortable for you. And we're going to be in that position for about 2 or 3 minutes to give yourself a chance to get in the mindset of practice for today. That can be doing the body scan, that can be doing the gratitude list, that can be doing counting, that can be breathing, that can be pretty much anything but sleeping. Just giving yourself a chance to connect to yourself and the practice and what you need today. You may be a person that likes to think about what you want to focus on for practice today. So if you were like, I really want to work on the flexibility of my hamstrings. I really want to make sure that I'm doing all the hamstring stretches as beautiful as I can. That could be what you want to work on today. It could be working on balance. It could be working on the the tilt of your pelvis. Whatever you want is what you're going to get today. So I'm going to be quiet for a couple minutes and just give you a chance to get ready in the proper mindset for practice. Let's take a few more deep breaths here. And wherever you are in space, we're going to transition to child's pose. So we're going to have our knees spread nice and wide, about the width of the mat. We're going to sit back. And we're going to bring our head and forehead down to the mat. If it doesn't touch and you want to put something like a yoga block or a pillow here, by all means, please do so. As such. Or you can just bring that head and forehead all the way down to the ground. I'm going to take 10 breaths here. And then we're going to very slowly roll it up, bring those knees in, and come to a tabletop. Fingertips spread nice and wide, and our wrists are right underneath our shoulders. We're not super far forward, we're not super far back. We are just right on top. Now what we're just going to do is just look over our opposite shoulder, and you can just kind of twist those hips a little closer. So you're getting a nice stretch on the opposite side. And then we're going to switch. We're going to turn the other way. Bring those hips down a little bit. And come back to the center. Let's lift one leg up And let's flex that foot. And let's come down. And let's come up and come down. 3 more like that. And let's come out to the side, same leg, out to the side, and back in. Out to the side, back in. 3 more times. And 2. And 1. Other side. Bring that knee, bring that foot up. Make sure it's nice and flexed. And let's calm down. And up. And down. 3 more. And 2. And 1. And let's come out to the side 5 times. Three. And 2. And 1. Beautiful. Let's lay down on the belly and come into a Sphinx. I think I love Sphinx just as much as I love spinal twist. It just gives my back a chance to kind of relax. Stretching out those abs a little bit, stretching out that back. Feels amazing in my personal opinion. And all we're going to do is we're going to do a little, almost little cat cows here. So we're going to arch everything, drop the head, and then come up. And we're going to drop the head, arch the back, and come up. 3 more times. Down. And up. And down. And up. And down. And up. Beautiful. Come down to the hands. Drop that head to one side. Bend those knees. And drop those feet to one side. Come to the center. Switch sides, both the head and the feet. Come to the center and just windshield wiper those feet back and forth, massaging the front of the legs or the quads. And then keep them still and it can open and close here. So straighten those legs and bend those legs. When your feet come up to the sky, hold them there and let's just move around those ankles. Beautiful. Drop those feet. Come through tabletop. And we're going to go into downward dog. Take your time here. As always, pedal those feet out. Feels good. Bend those knees as generously as you need to. No judgment if your heels can't touch because mine cannot touch even the slightest. Yoga is a practice, so we do what we can with what our bodies give us in any particular day. And we make it work. Holding it here a few more breaths. And then walking those feet in to meet the hands, letting your upper body hang out here. And then very slowly roll Beautiful. Awesome jerk. Awesome jerk. Awesome work. All right, so we're standing up. We're in arm out. And then we're just going to turn and face one way. And we're going to come to the center. And we're going to turn and face the other way. And come through center. We're going to make our feet nice and wide. Our toes are going to be pointed out. Our hands can be on our hips. And we're just going to lift and come down, lift and come down. So just switching feet, nice and easy. We're going to do some squats here with heels elevated if you want. If that's not what you want to do today, you can keep both feet on the ground, not a problem. Do one more each side. And then relax. Let's do 10 squats. Nice and easy with both heels on the ground. And up for 1. And 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Beautiful. You can shake it out. We're going to do 10 with heel A lifted, whatever heel A is to you. If you want to bring the feet in a little bit closer, that's totally fine. Whatever you need for your balance today. All right, so one heel is up, 10 little squats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop that heel, shake it out. Other side, same thing. Heel lifted. If you don't want to, don't worry about it. And let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, shake it out. Let's just go up and down on those heels, and if you want to hold on for balance, totally fine. Just going up and down. Next time we come up, we're going to pulse. Come up and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. All right, we have one more set of squats. This could either be both heels on the ground or both heels in the air. Your choice. Those calves should be nice and activated now. So if you want to be on your toes, cool. Join me. If not, not a worry. Put those heels on the ground. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Relax. Shake it out. Grab some water if you want. Take one foot, bring it back. Take the other foot, bring it back. And come all the way back down to the ground again. Put the head down on the ground or on your fingertips. Oh, excuse me. And then come on back up to Sphinx. You're going to take your right hand and bring it towards the middle of the mat, and take the left hand back behind and grab that heel or that shin or that foot. If you'd rather put your hand sideways if that feels more comfortable, that's totally fine too. So just giving it a slight little pull, nothing crazy. Let's switch arms and switch legs. And release. Let's put that chest on the ground and let's see if we can grab both sides. Grabbing one, grabbing the other. And we're just going to stay here on the ground right now. So if you want to just drop your head, looking straight down. Now if you want to lift that chest off the ground, and do so. And then bring it back down. Come up again. And back down. Let's do 2 more times. Up. And back down. And come up. And back down. Release those feet. Let those shoulders just drop. And once you see what's going on in the camera, put your head face down. We're going to stay here for 10 breaths. Really relaxing those shoulders. Alright, bring those hands to the shoulders. Push yourself up through tabletop. And stay here. If you want to bend over part of your mat, I'm going to put my left knee on that extra padding. I'm going to come up and I'm going to put my right foot elsewhere on the mat. So we can either stay here or we can grab that foot and do a little stretch here. Up nice and tall. If you lose your balance, don't worry. Just make the adjustments that you need to. And release. Well, let's do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to either turn around or bend over the other side of my mat. Pop that right knee on that extra padding, and then bring my left foot up. Make sure that I'm nice and adjusted, and then I'm going to lean forward. I'm going to grab that foot, and I'm going to be up nice and tall. And release. I'm going to bring my mat back into where it started. Okay, back into downward dog. 5 breaths here. And then bring those feet to meet the hands, and we're going to come up nice and slowly. Okay, let's bring one foot facing the side wall, the other foot facing the front wall. Doesn't matter which way you start, because we're going to do both, but this is the position that I'd like you in for right now. Hips are tucked under, everything is wonderful and good. Let's bring those arms up. We're here, and let's just lean forward. And lean back. And lean forward. And lean back. Lean forward, bring that forward arm, bend it, put it on top of that leg, and then bring the other arms straight up, shoulder on top of shoulder. And then bring that hand forward, further forward, and bring that upper arm to your ear. Nothing has changed in your body. It is still shoulder on top of shoulder. Let's release that. Come on up. We're going to do that a couple more times on this same side. Okay. Arms up. Let's lean forward and back. Lean forward and back. Lean forward, bring that arm to the top of that thigh, and the other arm is straight overhead, shoulder on top of shoulder. You can be as relaxed as you want to with this hand down here. And then bring that arm forward. Swing it back and under, and come on up. One more time this side. Arms up, leaning forward, and back. Leaning forward, and back. Leaning forward, bring that arm down, other arm up. And then bring that arm forward. Release. Come on up. Bring those feet together. Take a little bit of a break. Cross one leg over the other. Hands on your hips. Lean down. As far forward as you like. So you're feeling a stretch on the back of the back leg. And let's switch sides, same thing, cross it over, and leaning over as far as you'd like. And come on up. All right, well, let's do the same thing on the other side. So, other foot is facing the side wall. Other foot is facing the front wall. Everything is wonderful and good. Tuck under. Beautiful, beautiful. Bring those arms up. And let's lean forward. And back. And forward. And back. And forward. Bend that arm. Bring that other arm straight up. Shoulder on top of shoulder. And then bring that hand forward. Release that arm. Come on up. Arms up. Leaning forward. bend that arm. Other one up to the sky. And then forward. And release it down. Come on up. The last time. Arms up. Leaning forward. And back. And forward. And back. And forward. Arm up. And forward. And release. Bring those feet in. Take a second here. Bring those hands to prayer and just turn one way. Into the middle. And turn the other way. And to the middle. Back to side A. And middle. And B. And middle. Let's kind of lower ourselves down to the ground. And come into a cross-legged position. Nice little spinal twist. Hand on the opposite knee. Other hand straight back behind and twist. We're up super tall here. This other hand is like a rod that goes from your spine all the way down to your tailbone. And switch it out. One more time, switch. And other side. Release. Let's roll all the way down to the ground. So we did those single kind of sided squats with the toes, so we're going to do some single leg bridges today. Same as before, if you don't feel like doing single, not a problem. You can have both feet on the ground. You're just obviously going to do a little bit more. All right, let's just do a quick little review. Bring those heels close to your glutes as possible, or to your tailbone. And we're going to tuck that pelvis under, and we're going to lift those hips up. Hold for a second or two, and then come on down and then roll that pelvis. So we're scooping it up, coming up, and coming down, releasing. 2 more like that. Let's scoop them on up. And down. And scoop it on up. And down. Alright, so we're going to cross one leg over the other. Make kind of a figure 4 here. I'm going to take this foot and bring it a little bit closer to the midline of my body. And I'm going to do 10 nice, slow and controlled bridges here on that one leg. If you want to make it easier, foot on the ground. If you want to make it harder, bring that leg straight up in the air. I'm going to pick just the middle around here and have the resistance of adding the second leg, but taking the balance component off. But if you'd like to add that balance component, by all means, please do. Alright, so the same thing we did with both feet on the ground, just up nice and slow and down nice and slow. We're going to do 10. And if you go a little faster than me or a little slower than me, that's totally fine. Just don't speed through it. Alright, let's go. If you're not counting, I am starting number 8 now. This is my 10. I'm going to drop that foot and just bring my feet out to the side and bring my knees in to make a tent shape. And I'm just going to stay here for a little bit. Give everyone the chance to catch up and or catch your breath. Alright, let's start the second side. So my other foot is crossing over. I'm bringing that other foot that's touching the ground towards the midline of my body. And I'm going to lift up and down, preferably the same speed as I did on side A. Alright, let's go up. I have 2 more if you're going along with me. And I'm going to release and come back to where I was before with those knees touching. I'm going to bring my arms up overhead and grab the opposite elbow. And I'm going to stay here for 10 breaths. Walk those feet in, straighten those legs out, and we're actually going to roll on to our belly for our last grouping of single body part exercises for today. So we're going to do single arm cobra push-ups unless you would like to do double arms. So we're going to do 10 on each side. So as a refresher, so we're here in our Sphinx. We're going to come down and we're going to push up as high as we feel comfortable and back down. So that is our double arms. That's an option. If we're going to be doing single, that one arm comes to the midline of the body, the other arm just kind of goes out of the way. You're going to come down and you're going to press up as far as you're comfortable doing. So 10 on side A, 10 on side B, or 20 with those arms together. If you decide halfway, let's say you do 5 on side A, you're like, this is getting hard, I'm going to do the second half with both arms. Totally cool, highly recommend. Just make sure you do the same on the other side as well. So we're going to do 10, we'll take a break, and then we'll do the second 10. So pick whatever side you would like to go first, doesn't matter. Other arms just kind of out of the way. You're going to come down and go. I'm at number 7. Number 8. Number 9. to just put my head on the ground and bring those arms behind me. Obviously remembering what side just worked and what side just rested. And let's get ready for side 2 or the second round of 10. All right, we ready? Now let's go for 1. We're almost done with this workout for today. And 2. And 3. I have 2 more left. And when I'm done, head goes on the ground, arms come to your side, open up those shoulders. It's a lot of work. One more deep, full breath. And we're going to roll all the way back over on our back. We're going to open up those knees to the side. We're going to let those hips just open up. Your hands can be on your belly, or on hot days like this, opening up those armpits to the sky, grabbing the opposite shoulder. So we're getting nice, good ventilation in our armpit chest and our groin thigh area. This is a very vulnerable position for you. So if you can really get comfortable here, that really tells me that you're nice and relaxed and secure in your environment, which is awesome. Let's remove one hand. Let's push that knee all the way to one side. I'm still going to have my arms up here, unless I'd like them someplace different. And then I'm going to bring those knees to the other side. When I come back to the center, I'm going to cross that leg over and come down, intensify that stretch a little bit. If it's too much, you can always move your arms or take that leg and place it back on top. Come back up and cross. Cross the other way and lean on it. Let's come back to the center. I'd like you to straighten out those legs. I'd like you to bring those arms to your side. And we are going to be here in this Shavasana for 2.5 minutes. Nice big breaths. Start wiggling those fingers, wiggling those toes. And bend the knees and lay on the side of your choice. Hug those knees in. Take that top hand, use it to push yourself up. Back into a seated position. Let's hug those knees in and drop that head. Let's come on up. Let's drop that ear to the shoulder. Try to keep those shoulders down. Through the center. Other side. Through center one more time. Drop that head. Really drop it. Lift up. Ear to shoulder. And ear to shoulder. Come back to center. Bring those hands behind. Really open up that chest. Pull those shoulders back. And then hunch over. Arch it out. Hunch over. One more time. Arch, arch, arch. Really stretch. And hunch it over. Come back through center, and we are done. I hope you enjoyed this Rise and Shine flow. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in